all about, spinning the beats that we ask him to play, be a part of the
Yeah, I'm here for it. I love it.
Great. Well, thank you so much. We are actually so excited that you're joining us. I'm like, I have an official intro, but I'll go for it and read it. Why not? I'm like, you definitely deserve the official introduction. So on the screen with me, and like everyone has probably noticed, is the incredible Jana Kramer, who is a singer, mom, wife, actress, and New York Times bestselling author, podcaster, and winemaker to lead us an event host to kick off our event fully. So obviously we have Samantha here joining us as well, who is our community favorite and definitely our must-have sommelier. I'm like, you definitely do all of our events now. You've just been coined that. So clearly you're going to be here with us all the time. But tonight is very special because you're actually going to be talking to Jana about her recently launched One Brick wine. So I'm excited to hear the story and all about the tasting notes and how you started this business, Jana. So I'm going to leave you ladies to it. So enjoy the stage, and I'll be listening to find out more because I'm definitely very curious myself.
Thank you, Megan.
Yes.
I'm just fangirling out a little hard right now. From One Tree Hill. I'm like,
yay!
Yeah, I had all your music, like I was obsessed. But anyways, I just think it's funny being 13 obsessed with that, and now a certified somm obsessed with your wine. So definitely came full circle. So excited to learn about it. I definitely read a lot on your website and just love the story, that nothing happens overnight. It's what I tell all my clients, my mentoring clients, that it takes years and a lot of hardships to get to where you are today. And sometimes people don't see those hardships on social media. So I really love the way you went about it with your story.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it was, really just, I wanted the wine because first of all, I love red wine. It's my best friend most days. So especially after a long day with kids, but I was so blessed to be, it happened so fast, which was awesome. I have the most amazing wine team ever. The winemaker is incredible. And I've just learned so much knowledge about wine, which I had no idea about. When we were tasting wines, he's like, a lot of the wines you like have a lot of sugar in them. I'm like, no, like what? And it totally started ruining some of my favorite wines. So that's why, with One Brick, I really wanted to make sure that it was low in sugar. So the red blend's only 1 gram of sugar, which is nice. And then low in sulfates too, which is something, that makes me happy as well. So you don't really feel it as much the next day. So yeah, it's just, and then the price tag isn't bad too. That's something that I said to them. I was like, I love good wines, and the price tag is very bad. So I want to like a wine that's, under $30. And so
I love that. That's definitely my jam as well. And I noticed it's not super high in alcohol either. So with the low sugar, lower sulfites, under 14, got to introduce you to the porch pounder word that I use all the time, which means lower alcohol, easy drinking, and you don't need food for it to taste good. And I know you respect that from talking about wanting to drink these after a long day and just relaxing and not really thinking about anything, swinging on your porch, out by the patio, and just kind of decompressing.
1000%. And the name, like the One Brick, it was just for me, like, I love when something it has to mean something, I'm like, why am I doing this if it doesn't mean something? And for my life, it's just one brick at a time, like one foot in front of the other. It's just like, every time you keep putting especially with my relationship, it's like, just keep putting the bricks on, and, you're going to have a healthier version of your relationship, everything. So.
And you created this equally with your husband, right?
He is drinking all of it with me. So yeah, like yeah. So I mean, I'm like, do I like this? Do I not like that? So he's
your taste tester.
We taste test. We're my team winemakers flying to Nashville from the Napa region, and so they're going to be coming with a bunch of Cabernet. So our Cabernet is next.
Okay, so the red blend, is it mainly Zin?
It's Zin, but it also it's got a little bit of Cabernet as well.
Okay.
So it has a little cab, and it has a little zin in there, but it's just, I think it's so freaking good.
It's so smooth, and I always tell my clients I like baking spices in my wine, like that cinnamon, nutmeg, chocolate, espresso, and that just makes it so much easier to drink on the couch, right? Not those tannins building up and drying your mouth out. So yeah, this is a little dangerously good. Thank you for
yay.
that.
Of course, and
go
for
ahead.
everyone that's listening right now, you can get 15% off using the code Modern Day Wife. So, and then the red blend for sure is only one gram of sugar per glass. So,
and then the Chardonnay stainless steel, right? So no oak on the Chard.
No
I think
oak.
people will like that. A lot of people are like, this to oak, even if it's minimal, people get really weird about it. So when I tried this, I'm like, this is a winner. It's like a Chablis, like a French unoaked Chardonnay.
Yeah,
so
I'm learning whites right now. I'm not like, I've never been a big white drinker. So when I was sitting, with the winemaker, I was like, okay, I know nothing about whites. Like, I'm a red girl. And I was even like, can I just sell reds? They're like, you can't just sell reds. So I'm like, okay. I was like, well, then make me a white that I'm going to love. And then I was like, oh, I actually really like this. So
I'm always surprised when people tell me they don't like Chardonnay, and then I tell them, listen, you do. And I introduce them to like an unoaked wine like this one. And they're like, oh, I do like Chardonnay. So it's just, being open-minded to new wines like you were. And that's all that matters, and keeping it fun and approachable and not taking it too seriously. And you're just trying to make wine for everyone to just enjoy with their loved ones. And I love that.
I totally hear you. And I think that you have by far the coolest job of anyone. So I missed my calling, and I just
you still are on it. You're still on it. You're following the path. You just have a few more boxes checked off than I do. Now you can add the wine.
If I could have your title, though, I mean, I think it's like the sexiest, coolest thing, and like you get to try all these different types of wines. Like, what a dream.
I appreciate that coming from you. I always tell people, you just got to drink a lot of wine. Just really, it takes that consistency. That's how you get good at it. No talent needed.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you guys so much for having me. Should we do a little cheers?
Yes.
To everyone.
I don't
have so many amazing women to cheers to.
My kombucha. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Oh, no wine for you, Chelsea.
I know, right? Well, thank you guys so much. That was incredible. I love learning about One Brick Wine. That's such an incredible story. And Samantha, thanks for joining us again. I know wine can be pretty intimidating, but you always make it sound super fun. So make sure that you check her out, and you can book her for a virtual wine tasting. We're spending a lot of time at home, so it's always fun to find like fun and innovative things that you can do. So thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to check out One Brick Wine and Samantha Capaldi.